Welcome to our Investor Success Roundtable. My name is Jean Powers, and I am a real estate investor based in Chicago. I'm part of a nationwide network. I work with a great team here, headed by Scott and Nancy Rowe in the Chicago area, and we have lots of great folks we work with across the country. The point of this webinar is for you to meet some of the individuals in our group and to learn a little bit about their success. One of the things I did when I first joined was to interview individuals in the group and continually ask them, how did you find this? What was your favorite classes, and what did you learn, and what have you been able to do since you joined? And I was telling one of my colleagues, Bill, about that, and he said, well, that would be fabulous for all the people to see and know about across the country. For those who don't have local offices to go to each week, that would be great for people to learn about what successes are happening. So here we are. We try to do this every Monday, and we interview different individuals in the group. You get to hear from other students like me. You get to hear from investors and from people that do lots of mentoring. So welcome. Tonight we're going to talk to Tim and Lee Hall. They're down in Florida, and they've recently joined us, but have lots of great success already. Unfortunately, their phone is or their computer doesn't have a mic, and so we're gonna just talk to them over the phone today. Lee.
Hi, Jean.
Hi. Hi, Tim. How are you guys? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Can you do me a favor if you haven't done it already? Can you please turn down the speaker, your speaker, so we don't get any feedback?
We have turned them down, yes.
Great. So thank you so much for being here tonight. I can't tell you how fun it was to meet you and your little daughter Fiona at the national conference. It was just fabulous.
Yeah, we had a great time.
It was great.
Isn't it fun meeting everybody and learning about what they're doing? It's just so inspiring, isn't it?
It really was. It was really nice to get to meet everybody face to face, and all the people we've been talking to on the phone and on all these webinars. So it was so worth it just to get out there and
hear their stories. I mean, that was one of the key things for me, was hearing all their stories. It really is so inspiring. Because the people are really all rags to riches stories. I mean, the common theme everywhere was how people came from nothing, and through adversity became really successful and financially free.
Right. Isn't that so great? And we're excited to hear your story tonight. So can you share with us how you found our group?
Sure. Yeah, I actually came across a Craigslist ad. I was let go from my job last year. Actually, March of last year. Actually, and the reason why was because I had just had a baby, and I had some complications after she was born, and was in the hospital too long, and my boss was just this awesome guy, and let me go right after I had her. So, so we were really in a pickle for most of last year, and it was right at the end, November, basically, I came across an ad on Craigslist, and I thought, I'd really like to get into real estate investing. So I answered the ad, and we kind of talked back and forth a little bit, and then decided to sign on as an IMA.
Now, let me tell you, Lee actually did it. Well, she didn't do it behind my back, but she didn't. She wasn't forthcoming with we didn't have any money at all. $125 was a lot of money to us. Right there. So, it's a lot of money. Let me just say say that.
Well, we're so lucky that you made the choice because you guys have been a great, great addition to the team. Well, tonight I have two slides about you guys because you sent me so many great pictures. And so I have this one and this one, right? So there's some checks here. They're kind of blurry, so I'm going to ask you to tell us some detail there. But
Okay. Yeah. The let's see. Okay. The house in the top left corner right now is a wholesale deal we're actually working on at the moment. And we just got this under contract last week, and so we're working on that one currently. And then the pictures at the top there on the top middle on the right is Tim with our middle daughter when she was little. That was on a trip we took a while ago. And then the right top corner is all of us. It's a little blurry, but it's we have three girls, and this was right around Christmas time. So, and then the bottom left picture is a house we are in the middle of doing a flip on. We've actually closed on it, and we should be selling it and closing on it in April 15th.
oh, how exciting!
Yeah, it's really good. We're going to be making about $40,000 on that one, so that's really cool. Since last year we made about $19,000 whole year. So we're very, very excited about that.
So now this house, and tell us a little bit about your project. Like, what did you do with it? And
the flip, we
Yeah.
actually, we just got such a great deal on it. All we did was pressure clean it and clean the inside. It took us about 2 days to clean the inside and clean the outside, and that is all we did to it. So it's
We're the most expensive cleaners around town. We're 40 grand just cleaning a house, you know what I mean?
wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow! You didn't have to rehab or put any new kitchens or baths or anything?
No, actually, it was. We put it on the market, and it's just the low end of the market anyway. After we got it for such a deal, I mean, it was such a steal, and there was a death in the family, and the person just wanted to offload it. She just wanted cash. There was no mortgage or anything, so got a really good deal on it, and we're basically doubling our money on this one. So,
Wow, wow!
I mean, not all like that, but
yeah, this is like it was kind of just a really deal of the decade kind of thing on this one. So
Yeah, that's so exciting, so exciting. Now tell us a little bit more about what we see on these pictures here. There's some shacks I love your logo. That's pretty cool.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, a good friend of ours. He's a graphic artist, and he actually is just come on to Renatus with us. So we're going to be doing some deals with him. So he's the creator of the logo. But our checks, I'm sorry they turned out blurry, but anyway, the ones on the bottom left are our first two checks from a wholesale deal. One was 5,000, one was 500, and then the top right is another check for 2,000, and then there's one that we don't have pictures for another 2,000. So, like in our first month and a half of really implementing the education, we made $9,500. So we're very excited about that because really all we had to put into it was a little bit of time.
That's awesome.
Showing a couple properties, so it was really nice.
That's really, really great.
And the bottom right house is actually our first wholesale deal we did, and we had 2 offers immediately on it because it was a really good deal. So yeah.
That is so great. So tell us a little bit about more about your journey. So you joined us in the marketing side first, and then how did you proceed?
Well, we joined on the marketing side via IMA because we were trying to be cautious and we were skeptical and we really did not have any money. So I started on that side, and then within about 3 weeks of kind of being on the, I guess, the quote unquote inside and meeting so many people and talking to so many people and just kind of realizing that, we talked to Ron Inman and to Bill Omi and to Gene, we talked to you. So, I mean, it's been really good to just have that kind of communication and hear everybody's success stories, and we realized that this was something we really needed to do. So we went ahead and got the essentials and the advanced AIT package. And we, like I said, we didn't have the money. We really didn't have any credit. So we had to do a UGA loan and actually had to borrow our down payment from my parents, sadly enough. But it was really the best decision that we could have ever made. And I mean, Tim really did not want to do this because he's like, well, let him tell you.
Let me tell you this. I mean, we had nothing, nothing at all. And then my wife comes to me and she goes, well, I've spent some money, on this thing, and I was watching it and seeing all the success stories, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's, is this for us? Is this for us? I don't know about that. And then all of a sudden, she goes from $125 to $1,400. Now, bear in mind, we only made $19,000, so $1,400 was a lot of money. So, I lost more of my hair there. But she was really keen on it, really keen. She got a lot of support, just, from Ron, Bill, and Eugene, and even, having the ability to talk to everyone. It seems like we weren't on a voyage on our own, So, after actually getting into it, we spent about 2 whole weeks without a break, really. We gave the children to the grandparents, and spent most of Christmas break just going to town on the education, and that was really eye-opening. My favorite class was not it's not tax and legal strategy, to say that, but it was finding hungry buyers. Finding hungry buyers. I mean, it's a slog, I mean, I think there's a lot of classes, a lot of information to do, especially if you're going to do it, hardcore, what I mean? So, I really went to town on the finding hungry buyers and, deal of the decade. The most important one for me, though, was Jay Massey. Jay Massey, finding your investor ID, very important. I thought I knew everything, which is, great news. I actually found out I knew nothing after the education. I knew nothing. So, I didn't even know what I was. Jay Massey really took me through. That was a journey on its own. He took me through, what I wanted, and, what I wanted out of this thing. What I mean? What my ID was. Anyway, then moving on. Chris Wilson. He's I don't know. He's really knowledgeable. I wouldn't want to roll around in the dirt with him at all. I mean, he's very knowledgeable, the wholesaling, and I learned so much off him. And after seeing that class, I went out and implemented it straight away and got 2 deals straight off the get-go, which ended up being just short of $10,000. And I will not, won't say it again, but I made 19 grand last year, so $10,000 in 1 month was amazing. I was absolutely, well, they say gobsmacked in England. I don't know what you say here, but I mean, it was amazing.
That is awesome. And then since then, tell us about your experience with the community.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'll take this one. So, well, I would say the community has been fantastic. Everybody is really there for you. Whether you're trying to do marketing, whether you're trying to do real estate, there's just it's been really, really good. You never feel like you're alone. There's always, people you can call at any time, which I have. So Bill Omi, especially, he's had a few phone calls at night. And Veronica, we've talked to many times. So, you're not on this journey alone, and I think that's a huge part of this company. That was a big part of why we went with this company was because we, we knew we would have support. And if we had a question, which we have over the course, Tim had a question about contracts, and he called a bunch of people to try and find out exactly what he needed to know, and he ended up talking to Scott, and Scott answered his question. And it's just, it's that kind of hands-on help that, made a really big difference to us, feeling like we're not just completely on our own. So.
Well, we appreciate you guys being part of the group. I'll tell you that. And Fiona's our little mascot. Well, all your girls are so beautiful. She just happened to come and take a picture with us. Tell us what you have.
We had to bring her with us to the national. So.
Oh yeah, it was so great. She was a doll. Now tell us what you have on the horizon. What's coming down the pike? What are you looking to do next?
Well, we have some more wholesale deals we're working on. One of them is the picture there, and then we have a couple of really good things coming up for flips as well. After we get finished with this house on the bottom left, after we close on that and get our money from that, we're going to just roll it back into more flips. We've got a kind of like a block of houses, which we're looking at getting from a lady who's just looking to get out of being in rentals. So that's something that we're looking at doing.
So we wouldn't have even thought about getting this block of houses. It's like 11 houses, 3 lots. We wouldn't have even thought about going without some of the education that we got. It was I can't even remember which class it was, but we went on got a class, and that's how we got them. It's crazy.
Now, are you thinking of selling all those 11, or are you thinking of holding on to some of them and getting rental income? What are you thinking?
Well, I think we're just going to keep trying to build our cash flow at this point. So I think we're just going to, I think that's what we're going to do, but then it's just nice to have the option too. We have looked at, we might hold on to 1 or 2, just depending on what we end up getting them for, because we're in negotiations right now. But, yeah, it's just nice to be able to have plenty of different options. So, it's really awesome.
Well, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on and sharing with all of us. We really look forward to future updates of your success.
Definitely.
And
and we just want to definitely say too, as a parting thing to say, thanks very much for all of your help. And
really nice meeting you all, guys.
Yes, it was really great to see everyone in the nationals. And also, if you're thinking of doing this course of study, you're just kind of up in. Like, really, the only way you can fail is if you don't implement it. I have to say that's kind of the biggest thing. Like, if you buy it and then you don't ever do anything with it, well, it's not going to work for you. You have to do the education. You have to actually make those first few steps. You got to go out there. You got to find some deals.
Yeah, sometimes that's the hardest bit. But if you wait, sell the house and wait for someone to knock on the door, it's not going to happen. So if you're not really invested, don't do it. Let me tell you, it's well worth it.
It's well worth it. Obviously we had our education paid off in our first month. So
You know, you think about it, it could have been 100% interest, and would have paid off. I mean,
it doesn't matter. I mean, it's kind of what you're willing to do. So if you can actually make that jump and do something, it's well worth everything. So.
Well, thank you so much. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys coming back in the future and sharing some of your stories. You guys hit the ground running, and you're just a true inspiration to everyone out there. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thanks,
Steve.
And for you out there, please get back with the person that invited you and take your next step. Thanks so much for being here.